Hi all. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. May I request everyone to please go on mute. Good. Okay, fine. I'm muted everyone. So see, I will not share anything. Okay, this is just an ad hoc session. So I will try to make you understand in the best possible way. But if you have any question, you please go ahead and you can ask. Okay. So I repeat, is my voice audible clearly to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Good. See, so
Yes.
the question what Nista has asked is about views. Okay. So I will tell you about view. Okay. The story about view, why we need and all those things. Okay. Meanwhile, if you need any clarification, please ask. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to share. So I will tell you why we need view and all those things. Okay. See, view in SQL, first of all, why we need view. The reason is suppose you have some data. Okay, you received some data from ETL. Those who don't know about ETL, so in ETL, what happens? You will get some data from a source stream. Okay, and then you load the data in the staging layer. Then you clean it. Then you transform it and move that those data to the integration layer. Then to the access layer. This is the typical data journey. It happens in any ETL project, not only ETL project. From my understanding, I will tell that any project which is related to data, or you go with AI, ML, anyone, they have this typical scenario. It happens means you will get data, you will clean it, you will transform it, and then you will load it. Okay, so that's why we move data from staging ETL class. They know all those things. Okay, I don't want to go into that. Okay, so this happens. Now, suppose in my project, okay, I have data from source and then I move those data to the staging layer, then integration, then access layer. At the access layer, generally you have the creamy data. Creamy data, very good quality.
Your
Means,
voice is
uh,
breaking, Tanvir.
is it breaking again for everyone?
Yes, sir. Your voice is
Yes,
breaking.
sir.
In between. Yeah, in between, sir.
Wait a minute. Actually, 1 minute. Let me connect through my mobile. Just give me 1 minute, okay? I'll try to connect to my mobile. My voice getting performance. Okay. Okay, how is it now? Can
Yeah,
you hear me now?
this is better. We can hear.
Yes, I
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay, if it's still it is breaking now, then please let me know. Okay. So what happens that in the staging layer, then you're moving that into the integration layer, then you're moving the final data in the access layer. So in the access layer, you have the data which is of very good quality, the creamy data. Okay. First of all, so far any question? Any questions so far?
No, Tanvir.
No,
Okay. I know I'm not telling in detail, but this happens in any ETL project. Okay. And for many of you, I will tell you, not in any ETL, any project which is related to data, exactly this thing happens. You will get data from source stream. Your data engineer will load that data into the staging layer. Then sometime data analysts or data engineers, they will clean it, they will transform it, and then finally they will load into the access layer. Okay. Now in the access layer, you have the final data. After that, your reporting team comes into picture, and they are known as in technical terms as a BIT, that is business intelligence team. Okay.
Why the name is business intelligence? Because they are the folks who are giving intelligence to the big shot guys. Intelligence means information to the big shot guys, CEO, CTO, okay, or your portfolio manager, the fund manager, the senior director, that how the company is performing. That is why that role is known as, that comes under the bucket of business intelligence. Your business analyst, your Power BI developer, even your data analyst comes under the bucket of business intelligence. So generally, those who have a strong communication skill, very good presentation skill, I generally recommend them to go for BI. And those who don't have a soft for coding, generally recommend them to go for BI. But it needs a very strong communication and presentation skill because you have to work very closely with the client. Okay. Now you have your data engineering team has loaded data into the access layer. Okay. Now your client told you that, okay, I want a data which should give me the daily transaction. Okay. Daily transaction, what is happening? Maybe the daily assets, maybe the daily profit, or maybe the daily cost, the taxes, whatever it may be. On a daily basis, they want. Okay. And they want increase or decrease in delta as well. Means how much percentage it has increased or how much percentage it has decreased. Suppose in my business yesterday I have done a transaction of 100 rupees. Today I have done a transaction of 110 rupees. So my client or the stakeholders, they want to understand how the percentage is increasing or decreasing. Is this scenario clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will give you an example from Shark Tank India. Hope you all have seen that. Generally, what happens when an investor invests in a party in any particular company? Okay, so they keep a track that how that company is performing. So for that, how they keep a track, they will ask these numbers from the company owner or the accountant that, okay, tell me how the company was performing yesterday, today, and blah 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 blah, so that they can understand how it is progressing. Okay, generally this happens in any particular investment. Okay, now to generate this number, yesterday transaction, today is 17th May. No? Suppose they are telling me, Tanvir, give me the transaction of 15th May, 16th May, 17th May. Okay. Apart from that, they are telling me that I want the incremental as well. That from 15th to 16th May, how much new transaction has happened, whether it has increased or decreased, percentage increase or decrease. 16th to 17th May, percentage increase or decrease. And to complicate it, they can also ask that, okay, this is for the month of May you are giving, no? Give me for the month of April as well. And now I want to compare 15th to 16th April, what was the transaction? And then 15th to 16th May, what is the transaction? So they want to compare based on the month to month, because few business, they work on a particular on a monthly basis. Like you see nowadays, the AC business, it's in huge demand. Okay. Then when we will enter the winter season, your this heater will be in a huge demand, right? So few of the business are known as seasonal business that depends on the climate and the weather. Okay. So now suppose if I'm a data analyst or Power BI developer, so my client has told that, Tanvir, you have to publish this on a daily basis, and we want this in a report. Either you send that on an email or publish that on a Power BI or Tableau. Is the requirement clear?
Yes, sir.
The requirement is clear, no, everyone? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now
Yes,
to do
Tanvir.
this, now to do this, what I will do, I will listen very carefully. Now the view concept will start. I have just told you the requirement. Now the view concept will start. Now to do this, I will tell to my big data engineer. Okay, suppose Nitesh Soni is the big data engineer. Okay, I will tell him that, Nitesh, this is the requirement of my client. Client is telling that I want day over day transaction and the increment or whatever it has happened, percentage increment. Okay. I will tell to Nitesh that, Nitesh, can you please create a table on the access layer with this data, so that from that table I will get the data and I will publish that on the report, whether Power BI, Tableau report, any other reporting tool, I will publish this. Okay. I told this to Nitesh. Now, there are two scenarios after this. Nitesh is a data engineer. Scenario one, Nitesh will tell, okay, fine, Tanvir, I will create a separate table for your requirement. In that table, I will give you the daily transaction, the change in transaction, the percentage increase or decrease. This is the scenario one. If Nitesh will agree, it will become very easy for me because I will connect my Power BI tool with the table which Nitesh has created, and directly I will publish the numbers on the report. It's straightforward, nothing will happen. Very easy job for me. Second scenario, Nitesh will tell that, sorry, Tanvir, I cannot create the table because on the access layer now already we have applied lot of logics, lot of business logic already have applied, lot of transformation logic already we have applied. If I will add your logic as well, no, so maybe I am afraid that it will break the existing code, or maybe the logic will become very complicated and it can impact the performance. So that's why, Tanvir, I cannot do this. You please connect with your stakeholder. Is this two requirement, sorry, is this two scenario clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Logical. It's logical.
Clear? Okay. So as first scenario was simple. Nitesh has agreed that, okay, Tanvir, I will create a table. That will be win-win situation. I'll be happy. I don't have to do anything. I will just connect my Power BI to the access layer and everything will be done very easily. Now, second scenario is the one where you have to understand the concept of view. Second scenario, Nitesh told that already the access layer table is very bulky. Lot of logics are implemented, lot of CT expression, lot of sub queries are there. It is 500 to 1000 lines of code. I'm afraid if I will tweak that for your requirement, maybe it can break the existing requirement. And this happens. This is a very normal scenario. This will happen in happens in any project. Okay, and that's generally you will see the development team and the reporting team. They don't have a good rapport with each other. Okay, this happens. And generally, development team and the testing team, they don't have a good rapport. Because testing team, they will also try to break the system. And development team, they will give their reasons for that. Okay, so that's a different story. So now what I will do, I will think that, okay, Nitesh is not agree on creating a new table. So what I will tell, I will create a query. Okay, I will just write a query and I will create that query. Okay, now in that query, I will implement all the requirements of my client. You understood the requirement? And the client is asking that daily transactions, the increment or decrement, everything. I will prepare a query, select query in that CT or query, whatever is their window function, I will create a query. Okay. Now I will tell to Nitesh that, okay, fine, Nitesh, not an issue. You cannot create that stuff. That's fine. You are correct because existing table, let's not disturb it. Everything is working perfectly. And you should do this because what Nitesh has told, no, that is actually correct. If things are working fine, and if you think that a small functionality can disturb it, then please don't do that because that comes at a very huge cost. Because if you're tweaking that, because you are thinking that's very small, and if you're tweaking the existing code, maybe it can disturb everything. And then your testing team has to do the regression testing. He has to do the testing again. The automation will run again. And the DevOps will deploy and a lot of blah, 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 blah things will come into picture. So what Nitesh has told, so that I agree with him because he has clearly told that it is very bulky, lot of logics are there. So you should not take that in a negative way that Nitesh is not willing to do that. I will escalate this blah because this has happened in my project. Okay. Now what I will do, I will agree that no, Nitesh is correct. Maybe the table is very bulky, lot of logics is implemented. Now see, I'm telling you in detail. Now if you will tell all this story in your project now, so even if you have not worked on all these things, so that will give a sense to the interviewer that, oh, this guy knows all this detail, it means he has worked. So that's why I used to tell him, even if you have not worked, add a flavor of the project that the interviewer will be convinced that, oh, this guy has worked. Okay. So now you prepare a query and give that to Nitesh, that Nitesh, this is the query boss. With the help of this, can you create a separate table? Okay, now this is one scenario. Now that separate table, what it will do, whenever in the master table, what Nitesh has already created, the access layer table on which Nitesh has rights, okay. So whenever the data will be coming in that table, no, and the query what you have given, what you have created. So that query will take data from that access layer table, and then your query will apply all those calculations, whatever you have done, and then it will populate in another table. Okay, and then you will connect to that table. Suppose Nitesh has created table A. Table A is very bulky. Nitesh is saying, I'm not ready to modify this table, sorry. Then what I will do, and I want data from table A only, but with little bit calculations. Is that clear so far? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what I will tell to Nitesh, okay, fine, no issues. I am giving you this query. Okay, based on this query, I want that your data, that is data in table A, you please connect this query with table A data. It's like a pipeline. You connect this pipeline with the table A. So whatever data is in table A, just I want that data, and that data will pass through my SQL query, and then the new table will be created. In that table, what data I want, that will be loaded. And then Nitesh, I will connect my Power BI tool with this new table, table B, and I will publish that number on the report. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here
Yes,
I
sir.
have not disturbed the table of Nitesh. What I'm telling to Nitesh, that Nitesh, I just need the data in table A because that is the good quality data and that is what I want. Maybe that has the number, assets, revenues, and maybe I have to do some calculations. Okay, fine. So, or else let's take it in this way. I'm making it more simple. Suppose you have to derive the simple interest. So what is the formula of simple interest? Principal into rate into time. Okay. In Nitesh, the table which Nitesh has created, it has the rate of principal, rate, and time in table A. So what I will do, I will create a query, select P into R into T by 100 from some table. So what table Nitesh has created, no, from that my query will take data and it will create a new table. And in that table, I will get the data what I want. And finally, I will connect my reporting tool to the table B. Is this clear so far? Any question? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
No, I think it is not clear. 1 minute. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 1 minute. See, suppose this is your table A. Okay. Suppose this is table A. Okay. This is the table of Nitesh. Okay. Nitesh has created this table. This table has already lot of logic. Okay. And this is the access layer tables. This has the rate of principal, and then you have the rate, and then you have time. Okay. And my requirement is to calculate simple interest. Now for simple interest, the formula is P into R into T, right? Clear? Now Nitesh is telling that, Tanvir, I will not derive this simple interest in this table A because this has a lot of other logic. So I will write a query here, select query, something SQL query I will write here, which will be having this formula of SIPRT. Okay. Now, what I will tell to Nitesh, that Nitesh, just connect your table with this query. Okay, connect with this, and then I will be having a new table. This is table B. Table B, and in this table B, I will get the value of simple interest. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
And from this, after this, you will be having your Power BI.
So, sir, does that mean instead of linking or taking data directly from the A table into Power BI, we are creating intermediate table like a B table, and from there we are fetching a data what we need.
Right. So I'm creating, because I don't want to disturb table, Nitesh has created this table. This
Sir.
table is a lot of other data. I don't want to disturb it. So that's why we are creating a separate table B. I will give this query. So whenever a new principal or rate of time or will come for a new customer, automatically data will populate in this table B. And then I will connect this to a Power BI tool. Yeah.
Sir, why can't we use CT expression then?
Anything you can use. I just told SQL query. You can use CT expression. You can use. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, okay. You are telling that CT expression because you are thinking CT expression also creates a temporary table, right?
Yes, right.
No. Actually, CT expression creates a table, and then that once it will give you the output. After that, it deletes everything. No, if you remember, I told
Yes,
you those
yes.
concepts, right? So that's
Yeah.
why you cannot create that. Okay.
Okay, it will not be there in system. Like it will be in the query. It's only.
Yeah. I will come to that. So this is one way you have filtered, and then there is a Power BI. You will publish this number on the report. This is scenario one. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure, guys? Is this clear, everyone? If it is
Yes.
not clear, tell me. I will repeat this. This is an important thing. You all will face this question. Views. Shall I proceed further? Yes
sir.
or no? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah,
Now
so far.
this is known as materialized view, because you have created a table. In this table, your data will be stored. Now from here, whenever I want, I will connect to this table. Now this table is for my purpose. Okay. Now whenever I want,
To do anything.
automatically, whenever we have data in this table A, now this data will flow to this table B based on this SQL query, whatever I will write. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
It means table A have the suppose there are 50 columns or 50 a table of 50 columns, and out of this we need
Very
only
good.
20 columns,
Very good
20
question.
column table in our Power
Very
BI
good question.
application. So we have
Good,
created the table B where we only fetch the 20 columns from the table A, and
Good. This point I have missed. Very good.
PowerPoint.
This is one benefit. Like in table A, suppose Nitesh has splitted 50 columns, and I want only 5 columns here. So I will pull only 5 columns from here. This is also one benefit of this view. Means view will be my personal window, my personal table, and this is known as materialized view, because whatever data is there, that will cross to a SQL query and that will be stored here, and from there you will pull to this Power BI application.
Tanvir sir, Abhishek here. So you are
Yeah,
telling that it will be a table, but view always, whether it is normal or materialized, as far as I know, that it will run on fly, right? So let's say,
I will answer that. I'm not completed. I
yes.
will answer.
So the thing is, whatever columns we need from a table, right? Let's say we have 50 columns in a table and we want to get only 20 columns. And after 20 columns, we want to do some transformation, like, some concatenate function or anything, any manipulation. We can do it in table B. And then we can insert that table B to our Power BI or Tableau.
Right. Okay, clear?
Sir.
Shall I proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Sir, one issue I see here is, I'm sorry, sir, to interrupt. Table A is made today, okay, and table A is like kind of it's just a dynamic. It keeps on updating daily basis.
Good.
Every time I have to run table B, update, and then I have to run the Power BI. Otherwise, it will give me the old data only.
Of course. Yes. Table B, which I have created this table, no? So, of course, like here in this table B, this is having dependency on table A. It will take data from table A only, and your table B has to be in sync with table A. Otherwise, it will not give you the latest data. That is why I told it is like a pipe here. What all water you have, it will keep on flowing here. So what all data you have, let me complete. What all data you have, that will keep on flowing here. And after this, my reporting, whatever it may be, I don't have the graph how to create that. So your graphs and all those things, reporting will come into picture here. Now this is your Power BI, any reporting tool. Okay. Now this tool I will connect with this one table B, and I will get data here. So this is known as view. Now, those who are working on Oracle or any other platform in your project, you will see many of the table name that will end like this _VW. If you are not checked, so maybe if you are If you have this database, you please go today. And on the left side, the left side, if you will see the database tables, you will see many of the tables, they will be having suffix with this underscore VW, underscore VW. So those are the views. They will get data from this master table. And this is at the access layer, the final layer. This generally has the creamy data, the pure data, the good quality of data. Before this, you have a staging layer. Okay, after this, you have integration layer. So the main task of data engineer is in the integration layer, because all the business logics they perform here. In the staging layer, they do the data cleaning activity, removing nulls, duplicates, and all those things. Then they move data into the integration layer. All the logics generally will be implemented here in the integration layer. Now, after integration layer, the final data which you want to load, we will move that to the access layer. Okay, is that clear so far?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is known as materialized view, because you have created a separate table here for your purpose, and this table will take data from this, it will apply the SQL query, and then you will publish the number on this reporting table. And if you want to check, you will find in your projects many of the tables that will be having underscore VW. You can check it today, okay? That will be underscore VW. So those are the views. Now, there is one more concept here. I have written SQL query here, right? Maybe something select I have written. Maybe I have used CT. Maybe I have used joins. Maybe I have used a subquery. What all things are there I have used here, okay? Now, then what I will tell, then there is second scenario, scenario 2. In scenario 2, this is scenario 1. In scenario 2, I will tell to Nitesh that, okay, fine, Nitesh, you have this access layer, So now I will be having a view which will be having this query. Now there will be no table. Now what will happen whenever I want to publish the data on this report now? So I will use this query in this reporting tool, Power BI, Tableau, whatever you have. This query I will use here. And this query, okay, 1 minute. Now this is my reporting tool.
So you're telling you will be using custom query in the reporting tool.
Yes, custom query. Now here in the reporting tool, I will be using this custom query, the query which I have prepared. And when I want to publish the report, I will trigger this query. And this query will directly connect with this layer A, sorry, table A. Okay. So this is known as on fly. So Nisha, Ismail has replied that it will run on fly. This is the meaning.
Yes.
That whenever I want to publish the report, no. So I will trigger this query on fly. This query will connect with this table. It will take the data and it will then this table A will give the data, and then this data will be published on this report. So here you are not storing data anywhere. So whenever you want, you will trigger this query. It will take data from table A. It will run on the based on the SQL query, what all logics you have, and it will publish on the report. It is like suppose I'm feeling hungry now, okay, and I don't want to cook. So what I will do? I will order from Zomato, right? But that is happening on the flight, right? Then Zomato, it will go to some restaurant and then they will bring the food to me. Second scenario, I thought that no, let's cook something today. So I will bring rice, vegetable, and the spices, the oil, right? And then I will cook all these things. So that is your scenario 1, where you're cooking the data, you're keeping it for a permanent basis. But this scenario 2 is on a fly. You will trigger this query, it will take data, it will publish this on the report. So that is why we need view. Okay, that is the main reason to have a view in a database. Is that clear?
Clear, sir.
Yes.
Sir, one
Yes,
question.
sir.
One question, sir. So let's say, for example, we have created a SQL view, basically a query, and that is directly connecting with the access layer called table A. So let's say if table A is having 50 columns, right? And here in query, which we are inserting in reporting tool, basically the custom SQL query, we are selecting few columns, right? And getting 20 columns out of those
Hmm.
50 columns. And we have done some transformation also. Let's
Hmm.
say it became 22 column. 2 columns, we
Mhm.
have done some transformation.
Hmm.
So if we connect it to any reporting tool called Power BI or Tableau and visuals are up there, okay,
Hmm.
let's say
Hmm.
data gets refreshed or some
Hmm.
schedule refreshed is there, right?
Hmm.
Data automatically at that particular time get
Hmm.
refreshed. So
Okay.
this Power BI report, which is connecting to this particular SQL query, this will take the updated data or it will show the old data.
This has to, this is mandatory. This has to take the updated data only.
Okay, because
Otherwise,
data gets refreshed in the schedules, right?
otherwise there'll be a big problem because suppose right now it is 12:47. Okay. And suppose I'm working on finance project. I'm trying to buy the share of MRF. Suppose currently the price is 75,000. Suppose. Okay.
Correct.
And at 11 a.m. today, the MRF, suppose the share price was 60,000. And suppose this query is not taking the latest data. So it will give me the data, the price of 11 a.m. No, that is 60,000. So that is
Yes.
giving incorrect information. Now my fund manager will think that, oh, the price of MRF tire has decreased to 60,000. Let's buy 10 shares, but actually current price is 75,000, right? So,
Correct.
so this is an important condition that this has to take the current data. Okay. So for that, this will be based on the real-time processing, or maybe you have to check that when this data is getting refreshed, then this query you have to trigger after the refresh here. So that all these all things happens in the scheduler. Like you have control M schedulers and many other schedulers, and the development team they will take care here.
So let's say, sir, one more question. Let's say we have created 2 custom columns and it made 22. Let's say we have done some concatenation, right? Means we have joined ID and category name both together. So once a refresh works, right? That particular concatenation column which we have transformed, will it also be refreshed or it will
Of
stay?
course, yeah.
Okay.
Of course. See, here in this table you have principal, rate, time. Okay. This is for a one particular customer. Then this PRT you are calculating, no? So that will be derived here. When you have new PRT, then the new calculation will be derived based on the new value. So automatically this query will work on the new set of data. So you will get a new data here.
Okay. Got it.
Are you getting?
I got the point. One more confusion I got it from my method.
Okay. Abhishek, 1 minute. Hold on. I want others also to ask. Then you can.
But just to
Any other
add a
question,
point, Tanvir, can I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
add one point?
Yeah, sure.
So it will hit only when we want to get the data directly from A immediately in the report. We go for direct mode, direct query. In case of import mode in Power BI, we need to schedule it and then refresh. Only in case of direct query, we can get the data directly from A table and show that in the report immediately.
Okay. Sorry. So Power BI, I don't have much idea about that. But generally,
in same way for Tableau also we have live and extract. So if you're using live, using live, we can get the data immediately. If you're using extract, then you have to schedule the refresh in the server, and then you will get it.
Then you have to take it. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is fine. Thanks for adding, Jian. So in my project that in which we work and we have Kafka. So there what happened after every 15 minutes, okay, automatically it will refresh the data and it will get the latest screenshot. But that is also. Any other question, anyone?
Sir, that on-fly concept, can you please repeat again?
Which one, Aradhana? Can you repeat?
Sir, that on-fly concept which you were telling that.
On-fly means suppose there's scenario 2. I want to publish some number on the report. So I have this query. I will trigger this query. I will run this query. This query will connect to this table A. From this, it will take data and it will publish this in the report. So here we are not storing anything. Okay, nothing we are storing. Okay, we're just triggering the query. This query will take data from this access layer A and it will publish on the report. That is why it is known as on-fly. We are not storing anything. Like I've given you the example of Zomato. I'm feeling hungry now. I don't want to cook, right? So I will not buy anything. I will not buy rice. I will not buy pulses. I will not buy oil. Nothing. I will just order food on Zomato. I will get it. That's an example of on fly. That is what is happening here on fly. We're not storing anything here.
Okay, so we are directly fetching from the table A, irrespective of ad hoc request or scheduled request.
You will directly
Okay.
fetch it from table A. And this
Okay.
is good from performance as well.
Okay, got it. Thank
Okay. No problem. So fine then, any other question, anyone?
Tanvir, like
Yeah, Nisha.
in scenario two, basically,
Hmm.
like we are not creating a view physically. I mean, in
Mhm.
reporting tool, view is there, which is directly fetching the data from access layer, right?
Can you repeat? Sorry, can you repeat this once?
Yeah, I am asking,
Scenario two?
in scenario one, we are physically creating a view from access
Hmm.
layer, which is table B. But in
Correct.
scenario two, what?
You're not creating anything. Yes, yes.
Yes. So like it is like something you will create a view in reporting tool.
In reporting tool, you'll be having this feature.
Yes.
Okay. So you will trigger this and it will take the data from here. It will publish this on the report.
No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Actually, there is one confusion I think Nishta is having. जो view होगा, the view will be created in SQL only, and you will select whole query and paste it to your custom there in reporting tool, right? Otherwise, how will you know that particular query or SQL view is giving you a correct answer, right?
No, sorry. Can you repeat, Abhishek, what you're telling?
So Nishtha is asking what I believe, that you need to create that view inside the reporting tool, means Power BI, right? But
Right.
that won't happen. Select and all will be run in SQL, and you just copy that and paste it there.
Okay. Let me tell you. In your Power BI tool or any reporting tool, Power BI, or you have OBI, or you have Tableau. So if you have materialized view, this is clear that you'll be having data saved here. But obviously this query will run on this table data only. This will not run here. This will fetch data from this table only, obviously. And then the data it will publish here. The difference is here you're not storing data anywhere, but here you're storing, and obviously this query will hit this table. From this it will take data, so it will hit the database. Like when you're creating pipelines, so what you are doing, you are writing query from Python, right? You're connecting through Python, but ultimately your SQL query is hitting the database only. So same thing will happen. This query will hit this database only. From this take data and it will publish here. Is that clear? That is what you're telling, Abhishek, or gap?
Yes, that's what I was telling. That that select city joins whatever you want, you will do it in that Oracle or Snowflake, whatever you do.
Correct.
Copy.
Create the database only.
Yes, and copy that and paste the same query in the Power BI.
Yes.
That's what I was saying. Right?
Yes,
Rather than writing the query in itself in Power BI, that particular dialog box, that won't be able, that the report, the view is correct, or they are giving you the right answer or wrong answer. Right.
Okay.
But
Good.
sir, also for this case, whatever transformation we are doing, or let's say we are adding a two more extra column for the calculation, that must be creating some kind of a table in the backend, right? It is not visible.
Yes.
Otherwise, it will not work. It has to be in some
Which one? Second scenario you're telling on fly?
second, fly scenario.
So that is what, everything will be on the fly. It will fetch data from there, and then it will give the data in this table. But that will not be stored in some in permanent area or permanent memory.
Okay.
Everything will be on the temporary. It will take
temporary memory.
Okay, I will give you one very simple example. How your app works in mobile. Like suppose if I want to purchase AC, I will open the Amazon, right? And I'm getting all the details of AC and TV, whatever I want. So do you think you have all the database in your mobile? No. You are calling it through an API. When you are clicking that I want to purchase mobile, that API is triggering the database of Amazon. From there, it is fetching the data and it is giving it to you, right? The same thing is happening here. It is like that only. Everything is happening on the temporary memory over the fly.
Clear, sir. So here, this is the concept of fly, right? Wherein it creates everything under temporary and then fetch whatever transformation
Correct.
just to do,
Yeah.
and then fetch what we require.
Correct. So on a very simple, let's keep it simple. On fly means you don't have anything permanent. You just have a query. This is like a waiter. This waiter is going there. It is checking the data and it is adding spices, salt, or whatever is there. It is serving that to you. So that is the meaning on the fly. Okay. Hope it is clear. Just a very high level. I have told you guys like this is the view, but hope you understood why we need view and how it helps. So what are the circumstances we need view? Okay. Fine.
So
then
one
any other
last question, sir. So
Okay,
last question.
yeah.
So if this fly concept which you said that is specific to particular application or that is within the Power
No,
BI concept?
That is a term. That is a term actually. On the fly means it will happen on the fly in the air. These all calculations will be done and you will get the data. Now actually
Okay,
everything your cloud is on the fly only. That's the best example. Okay, that is on the fly. It's happening, right? Like now the Zoom call, it is happening on the fly. Okay.
Yes, clear, sir. Yeah.
Okay,
Sir,
fine then guys. Okay,
Tanvi-
yeah. Yeah.
Sir, just one quick question. Apart from materialized views, which other database object we can use to accomplish the same task of fetching the data and storing into the same this table? Or this approach is the best one?
No, sorry, I didn't get the question. Can you repeat it, Anna?
Sir, I'm trying to ask that which other database object we can use apart from materialized view? I mean, which other approach we can use to accomplish the same task?
I
Or
think
this is the best one?
this is the best. This is used only. If you're thinking
Okay.
functions or triggers, maybe I'm not sure if you're thinking
Yes,
from that
SPs
perspective.
and functions. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
different. Sorry, I don't want to bring that discussion now. Functions,
Okay.
procedures, triggers. That's a different thing. Okay.
Okay,
There,
okay.
see, actually, why stress they get confused between functions, procedures, CT, and view. They think that everything is temporary and they're calling. But that is
Mhm.
different. When functions or procedures you are creating, that you are creating a small thing like whenever you want to repeat the activity in the same calculation, you can repeat that function and it will do the same task for you again and again, again and again. And that is your functions or procedures. But that is different from view. That concept is different. View concept is different. Maybe within a view, you can use function or procedures. That's what in view you can write any SQL query, any PL SQL query. Okay. Okay.
And so one more quick question. That is there? I mean, view is something different, and materialized views are different, right? These are two
No,
different.
views under view, you have this materialized view where you are
Okay.
creating a table. Okay, this is
So
your.
when I'm
Hope you can see my Excel. No, that is visible. No.
yes.
So that
So,
is your. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Just wanted to know that how we can differentiate that. Okay, this is a view and this is the materialized view.
That you have to see the internal structure of that. Okay, you have to when you will go to the left side. No, you will click on that, and when you have materialized view, you'll be having underscore VW at the last.
Okay.
Okay. So view is entirely itself is a very big topic. How to create view and all those things are there. So I'm just telling you high level that why we need this.
Okay.
You can update a view and many other things you can perform there. Okay. Fine then.
And Tanvir, this particular view concept, is it applicable only for the database? I know that Hive also supports the view concept.
All the database, I think they support this. So far, I know like the Oracle, SQL Server, Postgres, they support. Sorry, Hive, I don't have an idea, but I'm sure the Hive should also support. But sorry,
Yes.
I don't have an idea about Hive.
Yes, Hive do support this view concept.
Oh, okay, that's good. So Hive also supports. Okay. Okay, fine then, guys.
Normally, Tanvir, this we call it as materialized view in PostgreSQL. Is there any other name in other database?
No, I think it is known as materialized view only. Maybe
Okay, so
I'm
it's the
not
same
sure if
for,
it is known as by any other name, but as far as I know, that is known as materialized view only. Okay. And again, like you will get. Okay, I don't want to go into that again. We'll start a new discussion. But I think from interview perspective, this is sufficient. If you will tell this, okay. Okay, guys.
Okay,
Any
sir.
other question?
Sir, can I connect with you over personal window, like just for 10 to 15 minutes maximum?
When you have interview,
Today, 4:45 p.m.
shall we connect at 2? Because 1 to 2 I have a meeting now.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, we'll connect at 2 then. Okay.
Okay, sir, no problem.
Okay, fine,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you so much, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye.